Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I just want to say quickly, first and foremost, that sorry if my voice kind of cuts out during this vlog. I've got a sore throat at the moment and I'm actually surprised I can talk, but I'll explain more about why that is. But yes, thank you for joining me for another vlog. This vlog is going to be quite significantly shorter than my usual vlog, but I'll get into more of that in a little while. But please, for those of you that are just joining for the first time, welcome, and I pray that you will be blessed, as well as my regular viewers as well, and my subscribers too. But yeah, I hope you'll be encouraged and blessed by this vlog that I have to share with you guys today.
It's how my story goes. It took a long time, only God knows, but it's alright, but it's okay, because I'm here to encourage y'all anyway.
So guys, this vlog is kind of like a life update, or just getting you guys up to date with what's going on in my life so far. As I said before, it's going to be significantly shorter than my usual vlogs, but that is okay. And yeah, I guess it kind of starts from Thursday, just gone, because I've had a very busy weekend. I am exhausted, I am in pain, but it was definitely worth it. So I thank God for strength. That's the first thing I want to thank God for. But yeah, so on Thursday I actually got to me and my family had a family get together with family members that we haven't known all our lives, but we've gotten to know in the recent years. And honestly, God definitely makes a blessing out of bad things, or can make good things out of evil things, or bad things I should say, because this side of the family we've come to know even more since the passing of my granddad, and like that side of family's grandma, if that makes sense. So my granddad and their grandma were first cousins. So from their passings, we've actually been able to get in touch a lot more. And what's really nice is that a lot of them are Adventists as well, so like it's just an amazing thing. So we don't, not only just on the family aspect, like through blood, but also through the blood of Christ, I have more family. So I am very, very thankful to God for that. So that was very active, a very fun day, just eating, having a good time, spending time together, reminiscing, finding out how we're actually related and how it all works. It was a very great day and I thank God for that. And then Friday and Saturday came. So I don't know if you guys watching have ever heard of something called Big Church Day Out. And basically this is just like, the way I describe it to people when I'm trying to describe it to them if they've never heard of it, it's kind of like a Christian festival. Like that's how it feels to me anyway. So Christian festival is the best way I can describe it in simple terms. But hopefully I will put a link in the description box, or a description of some sort of what it actually is, or so that you guys can see it. Also guys, for the Big Church Day Out, because I'm not going to have much time to edit, I am not going to be able to put it in this vlog, but please do check out my reel for Instagram, short on YouTube, where hopefully next week, Tuesday, I'll be able to put up like kind of snippets of Big Church Day Out and kind of the things that I got up to, the travel and all of that. And I hope that you guys will be blessed by it also. So please do check that out for next week's Tuesday. If that changes, I will update you on Instagram, so please do follow me on Instagram, and that again is linked in the description box. I'm not promoting it, by the way, but it was amazing and I had an amazing time. So if it, by the grace of God, is on next year, I encourage you guys to go. But yes, anyway, so on Friday and Saturday I went there because thankfully I was invited by one of my friends that I've spoken about before, and she's also done one of the singing videos. Well, she actually did her and Natalie for one of my birthday vlogs, not last year, but the year before that, in 2020. But yeah, so she has a Christian apparel brand, and I guess it kind of is like a promoting kind of thing, but do go and check out her website, and as I said, everything will be linked in the description box. And there is a code that goes along with my name if you do use my name, so please feel free to do so. But anyway, so I went as part of like helping her with like promoting the brand and helping her to sell stuff, because as I said, it's like a Christian festival. There were other Christian businesses, which was such a nice and refreshing thing to see, because you see businesses all the time, but ones that are centered around God, not so often, and they're very like spaced out. You don't see them in a vast majority like he did at Big Church Day Out. So that was very nice and such a blessing. And yeah, so sorry guys, my throat is really sore. But yeah, so I was part of helping out as part of her Laura's team. So that's my friend's name, Laura's team. And yeah, it's, first of all, the fact that we're even there, it's a testimony of hers, because she was explaining to us that when she wanted to be part of a store, obviously we're all Adventists, so we didn't want to be selling anything on Sabbath. So that was kind of a hard one to get around, but she had been praying for it, and we got the opportunity to go and not have to compromise or Sabbath, so we didn't have to sell anything. So that was already a blessing in itself for her. And it's a testimony that I was inspired by and blessed by when she was telling me. And so as part of this, so we got to meet a lot of people. There were so many people, and just having conversations with them, talking to people, and just people having stuff in common with you, especially something as big and something that is so prominent in my life and something so important in my life, to be able to talk about it openly, and people are encouraging one another. It was absolutely amazing, because I know a lot of the time in more of like a secular setting, when you start to talk about God, people roll their eyes. People are like, oh, or people are like, oh, we don't want to hear this or whatever. And I feel like you feel very restricted in it. But here, like, I felt like you could be yourself, you could talk about stuff, and people be like, yes, I get that. Like, the Christian walk is not easy, but I get it, and it's so worthwhile. That kind of attitude, it was really nice. And as I said, because we were on the Friday, so before Sabbath, we were able to sell stuff. We got to speak to people, and me being an extrovert, I absolutely loved it. There were so many people, and just being able to speak to people. Some people, like, everyone was really nice. Some people stayed and would come and look around at the stall that we had, and would come and speak to us about it. Some people bought stuff, but it wasn't even so much about that. That was obviously a blessing in itself. People actually buying Laura's stuff, because she is an amazing designer. And yes, I am biased, but as I said, go and check it out for yourself, and I think you will agree. But yeah, so it was amazing that people were actually buying stuff, but it was actually the conversation. I really like deep conversations, and I definitely got a lot of them during Big Church Day Out. And if that wasn't even enough, and that would have been enough for me, but also there were artists performing, and there were people like Travis Green, if you guys have heard of him, and so many others. I'm just saying Travis Green because it's the one that I can remember right now. Please bear with me, guys, I'm really tired. I only got back, so when I'm recording this, I'm recording this on Sunday, and I only got back after 10 Saturday night, so please bear with me. I could not remember everything, but I just wanted to share this with you guys as a gratitude kind of vlog. So yeah, so there were loads of artists performing as well, Christian artists performing songs, and just the whole environment, the crowd and people singing and worshipping together was so nice. And okay, as it was a festival, there was a lot of standing up, so my knees, I know Friday night my knees were gone, they were in so much pain, but the good thing is I have like knee braces and stuff, so kind of sat with those for a little bit, and then I was able to, it helped with the pain a little bit, and it drew down the swelling slightly, so that was a good thing. But the thing that was kind of I don't know, made it a bit harder was the fact that we were actually camping. So if you guys have ever been to some sort of festival, then you'll kind of understand what I'm talking about. But we had to do camping, so that was, yeah, I don't know, I'm not really a camper, but I've camped before, but yeah, I don't really enjoy camping, I would say, but I think just the whole atmosphere I enjoyed, so it wasn't that bad. The only thing though, guys, that I did not like was the portaloos. They were disgusting, but again, I am very thankful to God that we even had portaloos, so that is another thing to be grateful for. But the reason why I'm kind of sharing this experience with you guys, as much as I like sharing stuff with you guys and I like telling you guys what's going on in my life, you might be thinking, so how, like, Chelsea, what are we getting out of this? Maybe you just like hearing about it. That would be nice as well. But it was actually just a way to just encourage you guys, because I know for myself, now being back home and being able to experience Big Church Day Out, I honestly have to just encourage you guys with this, that sometimes the Christian journey seems so lonely and seems like you're doing it all by yourself. Like you know the right thing to think, the right thing to say, yes, that you're going through it with God, but sometimes because you cannot see God physically, like you guys can see me on screen, or you can even see each other if you're watching this with someone else or whatever else it is, because we cannot see God in that way, sometimes it can be so difficult to keep going and to feel like you're not doing this by yourself. You're like, but God, I am going through these hardships, I'm going through these troubles, these problems, and I feel like I'm doing this by myself. And I know a lot of the time since I've started working, that's how I've been feeling, because not that my work colleagues are not nice, they're really lovely, very, very lovely people, very friendly, but I feel like you connect with people so deeply and so differently when you have that Christian background, that Christianity, that kind of draws you together, that being able to talk about God so freely as well. And this just reminded me, and it was something that I wanted to remind you guys, that we are never doing this by ourselves. First and foremost, as I said, it's a thing that we all think, and we're like, yeah, well, we know this, it's the thing that we should think, but honestly, God is never going to leave you by yourself. So first and foremost, God is with you. But even if that weren't enough, and it is enough, it is more than enough, God also has other people, other Christians, other believers that are all around, even when we do not see them. And that is what Big Church Day Out taught me. As I said, just the environment, the love. And there were, I was speaking to a friend of mine that was also there. She also performed a spoken word on my birthday vlog 2 years ago as well, Oyen. And we were talking about it, and she told me that something like 30,000 to 35,000 people were there at Big Church Day Out. And when you think about that, and if not, I don't know obviously if all those people were Christian, but most of those people were probably Christian. And to think about that, and it just puts into perspective that you're not going through this alone. The struggles that you go through, someone else is going through it, trust me, someone else is probably going through that. The highs you have, the downs you have, the lows you have, the ups you have, someone else is going through it. People understand. And as I said, people were just encouraging me while I was there. I was able to encourage other people. People were talking about how they never even expected to be at Big Church Day Out because so many things kept going wrong. Trains were cancelled, buses were cancelled, public transport was just not working for them. Even someone that I met even before going to the event, but on the way travelling there, was saying that she was staying at an Airbnb the night before and it got broken into, and just stuff like this you will hear it. And the way that she was just so encouraged, she's like, but God wanted me to be here, because the fact that I am here with all the things that had gone on, God wanted me to be there. And when you hear those kind of things, you're like, thank you, Lord, because you recognize that you actually are not going through this alone. And there are so many Christians as well out there. There are so many people that understand what you're going through. They may not be going through exactly what you're going through, but I know for me, I go through health struggles. People may not have the same health struggles as me, but they may be able to understand a bit more because they have health struggles of their own. And it's just stuff like that I wanted to encourage all of us with, that you are not alone. God is there first and foremost, but God also places people in our lives and around the world. And through social media and through the internet, we are able to actually connect with people all around the world. And as I spoke about in a vlog 2 years ago when I first started Painful Purpose, that COVID looked like the worst thing possible, but God definitely makes good out of evil, because so much has happened because of COVID. Out of COVID, so much good has happened, and one of the things that I would say is connecting with people like you that are watching it, people that follow me on Instagram that I even have conversations with, and it's absolutely just amazing just to see how people are encouraging one another. And I know I set out to encourage you guys by the grace of God, but even the stories that I hear from people that have watched my testimony vlogs, my bi-weekly vlogs, my other people's testimonies, and have contacted me, and I just feel encouraged myself. And you just realize you're never truly alone. And yes, the Christian life is not an easy one, and if I was to sit here and tell you that it was, I would be lying. It is not an easy one, but I would definitely say from my own experience that it's definitely a worthwhile one. So I pray that you guys were blessed and encouraged by this vlog. It was actually a lot longer than I thought it would be, and I thank God for that, because I had an idea in my head. I prayed about it this morning, and God was just able to allow the ideas to just flow in my mind and be able to reciprocate that through my mouth. So I am very thankful for that. So many blessings even now, and I'm just so thankful to God and thankful for all of you guys. So by the grace of God, I will see you guys in 2 weeks time. Bye guys.